Okay, good morning. Thank you for being here so late. I will try to fulfill the times to arrive on time to the lunch. So this work is roots on a discussion section with colleagues from different disciplines, not only forester. We have several discussions with colleagues from agriculture, from agroforestry, and from fundamental ecology and foresters, of course, about that we have a lot of case study. We have a lot of case studies with several crops, with several forest type. So we are generating like a large amount of information stored in silos. We cannot combine such information all together. So we arrived to the idea that should be somehow we can move from one combination to other, and we arrived to the plant functional traits as a potential solution. Also, we saw that it's hard to believe here, but most of the people is studying all really highly diverse stands, forests or crops, or really simplified stands, forests or crops. There are just some people, not too much, working in the middle, working in the intermediate situation where we identify a lack of knowledge, but fundamentally a lack of integration of the knowledge. Is well known that when we have several species from our triplets experiment, but also from the intercropping analysis from the agronomists, that we can have overyielding when we mix species, but also transgressive overyielding. Yield is the metrics that is more analyzed, but there are emergent effects as we just see recently, recently, when we mix different ecosystem services provisions, where in this multiple we are moving from one way to the other, and then we have to understand this. And again, we have only some case study. So, and then we have to scale up because you want to arrive to practical terms. Operational managers, agronomists, or forester, they need general rules that they can apply, and we are not able to have case study for each condition that operational managers must confront. For instance, there are studies in agronomy, like this picture from our colleagues in Wageningen about crop immixture, intercropping, with a bunch of information about this situation, combining different metrics, because even talking about overyielding is not the same talking about the net primary production or fruits production or timber production. Also from forests, as we can see in that picture from Hans. So how we can convert or reuse information from one side to other, even when we are talking about oak pine, pine beech, or spruce oak, we have several doubts on how we can combine all this information. There are some options. For instance, Irene presented recently in the poster initiative about worldwide triplets. Or Jaime here present the analysis of a big database with different species. And then, for instance, we could analyze individually each triplet or each site and then combine through regression or through modeling, but then maybe we have some errors propagation when we combine that, because we have to fit each species combination and then do upscaling. Then we try or we discuss. We have not a solution. We put only in the table a potential approach, that is the use of plant functional traits. Plant functional traits is like shadow tolerance or wood density, any characteristic, heritable characteristics that define the plant function. And is the discussion which is because we have to move. For instance, in our triplets, we are starting to thinking that shadow tolerance could be a good trait to test. But soon after, we realized that maybe we have to move to wood density, because even shade tolerance is subjective. If you talk with different people, they have different assessment about shade tolerance, or even the same species can play different role in different places. Here. So beside that, it's not only plant relationships. We have plant microbiome relationships with mushroom, with different microbes in the soils, as Daphne told before. So we have also to approach this in interaction. So we have to have this in mind. This is our proposed solution, or our proposed approaches is better defined, and thinks that heterogeneity can maintain ecosystem function across different scales. And we have at the same upscaling the scale, not only stand level, even microsite level or community level of ecosystem level, also landscape. Maybe the mixture can be a combination of pure stands at the landscape level. This emergent property at this spatial level is until now not considered, even in our studies. So normally we think that everybody is talking about mixture, and I can believe me, is not. Most of the people is talking about pure stand, about pure condition, again, in forestry and in agronomy, in any approaches, or in really diverse, untouched, preserved situations that are not so common. We cannot convert the land, the earth, in a biosphere reserve, because then we have to eliminate the human, and it seems that is not the proposed solution right now. So we have to be in something in the middle. So this is our proposal. We identified several pros and cons. There is no easy way to approach this. There is like a community. Now we have knowledge. We can start. As Hans told before, with agronomists, we have a long-standing pathway divergent. So like we are competing for resources. We are not prone to cooperate, forester, agronomists, ecologists, but we think, our group thinks that is the moment to concentrate effort to scale up the solution we have for different ecosystems. So thank you so much. This was all.